Hi, my name's Mike.
My name is Donnie.
And we're the Thewhetherdudes.
And today we're not weathering a particular movie from the theaters. We're doing a Halloween special of 13 movies that we think you should watch and would enjoy.
Yeah. Our criteria for this movie was it had to be supernatural. Werewolves, ghosts, witches, goblins, and stuff like that. It couldn't be like Jason. It couldn't be like Freddy.
It couldn't be like the Saw movies.
Yeah, it couldn't be Saw movie. These are people who are just crazy.
Yeah.
And if we did crazy movies all day long, we would never got to 13. Trust me, there's a lot of crazy.
It was hard to get 13 as it was. So.
Yeah, we even had to bring in special guests to help us with these 13 movies.
Which will be stopping by tonight.
Yep.
So.
They are secret guests, so we will introduce them as they get here. So we're moving on to the first movie, the first one in our selection of these movies.
I want you to know that these movies are not in any kind of particular order.
That is very true.
Put there.
They are just randomly picked. We were just lucky to get to 13.
Yes.
Trust me. And our first movie in our account would be, yes, American Werewolf in London, people. Ooh. It's actually kind of a funny movie. It's pretty hilarious. It's about this guy who gets bit by a werewolf in London, and he's American. Boy, hint the title, huh?
Yeah, pretty simple.
And actually, you can see by my shirt, I'm into werewolves, and I'm going to give you a little information about werewolves. Do not moon a werewolf. It can get you in some hairy situations. Trust me,
Can't be much hairier than mine, Mike.
Yeah, trust me. Look at my back. I get hairier than that. And moving on to the second one on my account, I actually have a ghost story which is called The Changeling. Yes, Changeling is a ghost story. It isn't the other one.
Not the one with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, this is actually George C. Scott. Trust me, it's a really fun ghost story. So moving on. Oh, wait a minute. I hear one of our guests coming in. I hear the nuts and bolts broken. And from Transylvania, on his live tour to the United States, Frankenberry!
Woo! Yes.
And we asked Frankenberry to stop by to give his selection what he thought would be the movie we should pick for our selection.
And his choice was Young Frankenstein.
That would be Frankenstein.
Actually, more correct, Frankenstein.
Oh yes, I forgot about the accent. And we actually asked him, Frankenberry, what was one of his favorite songs?
That would be Putting on the Ritz.
Oh, trust me, you guys will like that.
All right.
And moving on to our count.
This is a lighthearted movie, but it's okay. It's one of my favorites.
Yep.
Black and white, but it's Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. You can only find it in a collection, Volume 3 collection of their movies, unfortunately, but it's still worth getting and watching.
It's done in black and white.
Yeah, like you said.
We didn't fit our movies on horror alone or scary enough. We picked it on the spirit of Halloween.
Yes.
And this is black and white. He don't just meet Frankenstein. He meets Dracula. He meets the Wolfman. They even got the big castle in this baby. Trust me.
Definitely.
I think the Invisible Man even showed up in this one. Trust me. It's a great movie to watch. It's really fun.
Another movie I picked for myself, or for the countdown, was a Stephen King movie, Rose Red.
Very good.
Great ghost story. Phenomenal. Stephen King, I think, is a great horror writer for ghosts, anything, so...
He, see if you can find him in this.
Oh, he has a cameo in this.
He has a cameo in this one, trust me. And it's actually done in Seattle. Well, at least that's where the story says it's supposed to be done, in Seattle.
Alright, well, we have another guest flying in from Transylvania in his castle. Give a warm welcome to Count Chocula. We had him stop by and give us advice on what movie we should put in the countdown, and he chose
Salem's Lot.
The one with Rob Lowe in it. Yes, there was a miniseries one and there was a movie one. This one,
yeah, the movie one
better.
Actually had David Soul, the guy who played in Starsky and Hutch. This is actually more storyline to it. It's actually a miniseries, so it's actually really good to watch.
Yes.
And we actually asked him if he was related to the guy from Sesame Street. Count Dracula.
The one.
He said yes, it's his brother. And Rob, tell you what. He tried to be batty. He count everything.
Well, we understand why he is who he is then, don't we?
So moving on to the count. I had to pick, of course, one of my scariest movies for me is Evil Dead.
Ooh, not just you. That scares me today.
I cannot watch this in the dark by myself to this day. Trust me. It's really scary. It's outside. It's in the woods. It's in a cabin. And it's dark. All the things, the criteria for a horror movie.
Why I don't go camping now?
Yeah.
Right there.
If we go camping, we're dead.
Especially if it's Bruce Campbell along with us, because he has a girly name.
Yeah, he had a girly name in this movie. Anyway, moving on. I also had to pick another werewolf movie, which happens to be Dog Soldiers. Done in the UK. You got to get used to a little bit of what bugger this and piss off and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, it's a very unique werewolf movie, and there's lots of blood in it.
Very good, very good one.
And I feel a little chill in the air.
The temperature dropped down just a little tiny bit, didn't it?
We tried to get Casper to come in for our video, but fortunately Casper couldn't be here for us. But he did send his cousin for us, Blueberry! And so he selected a movie for us. We're lucky we had these guys help us, because we had a hard time trying to pick movies.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And
this movie is Ghost Story. Well,
there's not much to say about that. It's the title. It's a ghost story, and a really kind of a gory ghost story. So you should watch that one. It's really
definitely good one. Definitely a classic. It's an older one, but definitely.
You moving on to the count?
Yes. Move on to my count for my movies. We have another Stephen King flick.
All right.
The Shining. This is a miniseries as well.
Yep.
Better than the one with Jack Nicholson, which was hard for me to admit, but it definitely is.
Jack Nicholson. It wasn't about Jack Nicholson. It was actually about The Shining. The kid had The Shining, not Jack Nicholson. It's about a big giant mallet, not a big giant axe.
Yeah,
but still really good. And see if you can find Stephen King in this one too. He also cameos in this one.
Yes, he does.
Very cool.
And the next movie was definitely borderline. We definitely reached out a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't supernatural, but darn it, we had to add it to the collection.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah, come on. There are lots of you guys that are afraid of clowns out there. How could this not make our selection?
Yeah, I know, right? Great movie, like you said, it was pushing our boundaries, but it's definitely one you want to watch, enjoy.
Yeah.
B movie, keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It is a B movie, but there's some crazy stuff going on. Anything you think about clowns, it's there. Trust
Our
me.
next guest, she flew in our brand new polished broomstick.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what would be a series or a show without a hot chick?
I don't know.
Woo, baby! It's Sabrina! Woo! And she actually did really good at staying with the spirit of Halloween with us. She brought us Hocus Pocus. Surprise, about witches. She's a witch. Whoa! I'll tell you what, that lady can move me any day. Even with the werewolves, I will take it on and see if I can take it.
Definitely. It's definitely worth it.
Yes, for sure.
But Mike, our next movie is definitely, I'd probably say it, the closest to the Halloween spirit.
Probably our favorite movie, actually, for Halloween spirit.
And that would be
Trick or Treat!
The name says it all, really.
Yeah.
This is the kind of movie where you're sitting on a campfire telling these stories, So
in the woods, where you won't find us.
No, campfire here, right here. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to watch the movie instead.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's our 13 movies for Halloween.
And we want to give a thanks to our guests, Blueberry, Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and then our Sabrina the Witch.
And we want you to also that we know we did 13 movies for you that we want to do, but we want to do it with a little bit of humor. I know it's kind of tacky, but we thought we'd have fun with it. Hope you guys enjoyed it also.
Stay tuned this weekend, though.
We weather the thing.